Has anybody stopped and tried to think of what the player count is for Cold War, or last year with Modern Ball Wars 2019, or even Warzone at this point? That shit's gotta be abysmal. Yo, what's going on, guys? This is the boy Fooly, and I'm bringing you guys another video right here on Black Ops Cold War. Today I figured we'd talk about the state of Call of Duty again. I'm not saying COD is totally dead, but it damn sure feels like it. But before we get into anything, as always, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe if you're new. We're close to 600 subscribers. I don't even know how that's even possible at this point, but we are. So let's get right into it. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys. I had absolutely no goddamn idea what I was gonna make a video on for today, and I started thinking, well, you know what, maybe I'm just gonna hit up YouTube. I'm gonna see what my favorite YouTubers are talking about, and maybe I can draw some inspiration from there. And I go search through all my subscriptions, and I'm subscribed to a bunch of people, and I'm not seeing anything about Call of Duty right now. And then I started thinking, well, why the hell is nobody posting anything on YouTube except for the new sniper rifle, which, I mean, at this point, everybody's just buying the new goddamn thing, and that's a whole other video in itself. So I start seeing some signs that this franchise in its whole is literally just dying, and I see proof of this in the amount of content that's being made about Call of Duty nowadays, the amount of content that Call of Duty itself is putting out, the amount of negative feedback that I see from the community every time any of these devs say anything at all. The fact that Call of Duty's new Golden Child Warzone is kind of boring and dead as well now too. The only thing I see people talking about when it comes to Warzone is either hackers, which is not good at all, or how they want a new map, because they've had the same singular map for the last year, and when this game dropped, they were promised a new map, didn't get a new map, and got a really small tidbit of a map. And it wasn't even a new map, it was literally Alcatraz from Black Ops 4, which is literally 2 years ago. So anyways, then I started thinking, why is that? And I started thinking, well, I mean, it's and people can't work, and it's probably really hard to produce a big ass game, 125 goddamn gigabytes, by the way. Probably really hard to produce a game like this from home. And then I started thinking, well, it can't really be because Modern Crockhairs 2019 was not in, and that game initially, right from the get-go, was literally dead. Like, people did not f with that game whatsoever. And then I started remembering all of the flaws with the recent CODs when it comes to SBMM, when it comes to the amount of content that we've been getting. And this is my hot take. My hot take is that seasonal updates and seasonal content is really hurting this franchise really badly. I don't know how far we are into this game. It's been like 5 to 6 months, but we're only in season 2. And this game is already pretty much half its player count, if I had to guess. When it comes to seasonal content and seasonal updates, these are coming in way too slow. I'm seeing a bunch of Prestige Masters and a bunch of people level 1000 in my lobbies. Now granted, you could just chalk that up to SBMM. I mean, honestly, it's really not that hard to grind this game out. I took a week off entirely, and I'm level 258. Every season is like 2 months plus long, and if people aren't Prestige Master within that time, that doesn't mean extend the time of each season so they have more time to grind. That means your game is boring. People don't want to grind anymore. It took me a very short time to complete the battle pass. Don't buy these, by the way, just use your COD points. Don't use real money on this shit. But I finished this in no time, and then leveled up to Prestige Master, got Dark Matter, and I literally have nothing to do, at least when it comes to multiplayer. And I'm pretty sure that's just because of these seasonal updates that are adding like 1.5 maps per 6 weeks. That ratio literally sucks. And these past 2 COD titles, Modern Crockhairs 2019 and Black Ops Cold War, we've gotten a total of how many remade maps, or strike maps, or maps that were part of another map, whether it be a small portion sectioned off for gunfight, or pieces of Warzone made into ground war maps? How many overused and recycled maps and content and guns have we had? Cycle of us getting 1 to 2 new maps per season, which is every like 6 to 7 weeks, is horrible. That is not fun at all. And instead of giving us cool camos or cool gun skins and blueprints and emblems and calling cards to work towards and actually grind the game out for, majority of the cool looking ones are all behind bundles and paywalls in the store. So people literally do not have a need to grind this game out anymore. Now, I see everybody's point about the seasonal updates and content and the battle pass being a lot better than supply drops and better than map packs. But what does any of that even matter when your audience literally dislikes dislikes your game and dislikes the matchmaking system, which now gets me into the SBMM portion of this. I've made a bunch of videos about how SBMM is ass and how SBMM kind of seems lowered because of league play. A lot of people were really confused about that. SBMM, I do think, was reduced a little bit. That doesn't mean it's gone, or that doesn't mean it's really easy now. Combine that with a horrible matchmaking system, and last year in Cockhairs 2019 when we couldn't even prestige, of course this game is dying out. I also gotta throw in the fact that prestiging has had a different system the last 2 CODs, which is absolutely abysmal. Like I said, in Modern Cockhairs 2019, we didn't even have the option to prestige, and in this game we can get to max prestige every season, but then get reset and go back to master prestige. It's a lot of confusing things that they're trying to do with the prestige system, and it's just not working. Don't even get me started on the updates that these developers have been doing with their game the last 2 years. Last year in MW 2019, we had I don't know how many game-breaking bugs back to back to back. We had updates that bricked your consoles, updates that literally reset your stats, updates that undid your weapon progression, and I could honestly say the exact same thing for this game. It's pretty much the exact same way here in Black Ops Cold War. And some things just simply never get updated, and sometimes the bugs don't even get patched. I have been looking at this exact same graphic on my gun since Season 2 launched, and it's not changed once. I know I said it in the intro, but I'd honestly love to see what the player count is for Black Ops Cold War. And I'd also like to see what it was last year in Modern Warfare 2019 at the 2-week mark. It was easily going to be the worst year of COD ever if it wasn't for Warzone. And now Warzone is not dead, but it is dying. It is very, very slow now. And even when it comes to Warzone, like I said earlier, some things just never get fixed or patched, like the amount of hackers that there are in Warzone, and people still complain about it even though they've banned like 600,000 accounts at this point or some shit like that. You gotta think, if maybe Activision put a little bit of money behind it, not that they don't have enough of it, they clearly do, we could have had an anti-cheat system for Warzone long ago. Honestly, I feel like at this point, the average attention span of the average Call of Duty player is probably really low. Some of the simple grinds that we used to have back in the day literally just don't exist anymore. Not many people are going for dark matter or the mastery camos anymore. Not many people are working towards prestiging anymore because they f***ed it up. Not many people are going for calling cards and emblems and other rewards because there's literally a paywall behind it now. I just feel like it's all in shambles nowadays, and I just want to end on this note. COD is always going to be incredibly popular. Every single year, I mean, there's a new COD that comes out. You can't really say COD is completely dead, because this franchise literally gets a new title every single year. But it's become so stale and boring and dull over the last few years with all these horrible decisions being made that people aren't even excited for the next title anymore. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys actually think Call of Duty is coming to an end? Do you guys think the player count is dog shit? Because, I mean, in all honesty, it probably is. But as always, don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed, comment your thoughts and opinions down below, and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Toodaloo.
It's been a very long time since the weekend. It's been a very long time and I'm weak. It's been a very long time since you seen me.